Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Donnie Ariel podcast. In this podcast, we will chronicle my return to chess and quest for the Grandmaster title. Several of you are probably already thinking that I can't achieve that. Well, we're going to find out. And in particular, we're going to start a segment today called The Wall of Haters. And on this wall, we are going to chronicle all the people who think that I cannot become a chess grandmaster. And we will prove them wrong. And eventually, they will be ashamed of themselves. First up on the list, and very notable hater, number one, is Ben Johnson. He's the host of the Perpetual Chess podcast, and you may also know him as the author of Perpetual Chess Improvement. Ben purports to be the number one authority in the world, as far as I can tell, on who can and who cannot improve at chess, and he told me very clearly I'm definitely not going to be a grandmaster. In fact, he thinks I cannot even be an international master. Even though I have 3 norms already and my rating is quite close, I guess we shall see. Next up on the list, Robert Papp, mathematician, math teacher, chess player, master of many games, also thinks absolutely zero chance whatsoever. Okay, I'm not going to belabor the point here. I'm not going to, the proof is in the pudding. So I don't really want to give you a bunch of reasons why I can do it. But in very brief, first of all, number one, I'm already a chess master. I'm already quite good. So I'm part of the way there. Also, when I was young, I had a lot of kind of psychological weaknesses. Maybe not the weaknesses other people had. For example, I never made draws, or very rarely made draws, because I was fighting so hard to win. But things can be taken too far. I mean, that's crazy behavior to treat a line that leads to a draw almost as if it's a loss. Okay. Next, physical training, absolutely essential because I'm 46 years old, which I've begun. And in general, I'm quite vigorous mentally, psychologically, in all ways. These people think I can't even be an international master, which is really shocking because I have 3 norms already and I was quite close. But whatever, we're going to see. I'll begin playing tournaments again next week. And for right now, I will begin playing a blitz game. And I predict that I'm going to gain 200 rating points on Elite Chess merely by concentrating. Okay? Number one most important thing in chess, got to concentrate. Okay? You got to pay very close attention. Can't be checking your phone with the emails. No, 100% concentration. I'm about 2350, incredibly humiliating to admit, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to 2550. So, number one, I'm going to play a blitz game right now and see what happens, and we'll look at the highlights. I'm not going to torture you by making you watch the whole thing. Also, I'm just going to publish this on the internet, even though it's not polished, because this is video number 1, okay? And that's what you have to do in life. You just move forward, no self-consciousness, that's it. If you want to be a star, you got to take a step in the right direction. All right, everybody, see you soon. I was trying to pay attention, but I played really, really bad. Okay, let's start. So, here I played the French defense, which I've hardly ever played, but I have my reasons. Maybe we'll discuss it later. Okay, so this you're probably familiar. We're not going to, we don't want to make this too tedious. Here you can probably see that white is going to try to play b4, so that's why you play c4. Okay, all normal moves pretty much. Okay, so now I didn't know what to do because I never really played this opening before, and I watched the video, but I couldn't remember what happens in the video, which is a big problem. So actually, Geary recommends 97 here, but I played f5, not really knowing what to do. I don't know, could be a really dumb move. Okay, he took it, I took it. Now he played h4, which I had absolutely no idea what the idea of this move was. I don't know. I guess it's kind of a normal thing. He's going to go h5, h6, whatever. So far, so good. Bishop d6, b4. I took it. Okay, now this is the first really bad moment. So he should not break here, I don't think, because here I can play bishop a4. And that's like pretty annoying for him, Amazingly, the computer recommends this. And whatever, the game goes on, but it looks good for me, right? And also, this doesn't bode very well, because if you don't know to play bishop a4 in this position, you shouldn't be playing this opening. But remember, we learned something here. Okay. So I took it, and I just thought I was doing like amazing here because of the weak c pawn, but I guess I'm not doing that. I mean, a little better according to the computer. Okay, he started making some moves. I moved my king. I wasn't sure what to do. h5. I don't know. Should I stop it from going there? Not clear. I was not sure if I should play h6. Obviously, if I do that, it's going to create a weakness on g6. Is that going to matter? Can white bring his knight in? Not really sure. What I decided to do was ignore it for now. And when he played h6, I was going to play g6. The computer actually likes bishop a4. It says that basically I can get rid of this rook and just take the pawn. Obviously, I wasn't sure during the game, so I played g6, and the computer thinks that he should just play bishop d2 and defend the c-pawn. This way, if I play bishop a4, he can move his rook. But white played, I think, what a lot of humans would play, bishop g5. You have this juicy pin now, and I should have moved my king out of the way. The idea is now, if I move my king out of the way and he plays check, I could take it and I can move my knight, right? But after what I did... Okay, now he plays knight e5, and it looks quite annoying. I was not sure what to do here. Actually, I'm doing perfectly fine. I managed to play terribly. Okay, so I took it. Takes, check. Now, to me, this seemed like a huge problem, but actually, it's like not a problem at all, and I'm basically winning. I just have to play king d7. But what's strange is, even though I saw his rook was going to come to the c file, for some reason I played king f7, which is, really bad. After rook c1, this looks extremely scary. He's starting to get in. I didn't see what to do, but actually I could just play bishop d7, rook c7, king e8, and it's about equal because he's still, he can't get in, and I'm actually up a pawn, and I've got this active rook. What I did was like pretty disastrous. Obviously the clock was ticking. I played g5 to try to run with my king. White should actually just play rook c7, which is like, pretty much crushing. More or less game over. He played g4, which at the time looked like a good move, stopping my king from running out. But the thing is, here I actually have this trick, which is funny. I saw it in the game, but for some reason I didn't play it here. If he takes my rook, I could play check and take his other rook, and it makes the bind a little bit weaker because when my king goes to g6, I could take this pawn. Anyway, let's see what happens. So he played g4, I played rook g8, which obviously is a very unpleasant move to play. The idea is simply that after king g6, I have this square covered if he were to give a check. But I'm like totally crushed here. Rook h5, I gave like a spite check, I played this move. And here I noticed that my king doesn't have any moves, which I always notice because I always go for stalemate whenever possible. But here, obviously, I have a lot of pieces, so that's not going to move. I played d4, and I lost to this checkmate. So this was not the greatest game I've ever played, but, the journey of 10,000 miles begins with a single step. Little snail, climb Mount Fuji, but slowly. There's a lot of things you could say. But definitely losing one chess game does not leave you down and out. And this is not an official tournament game. So, so far so good. And I will see you next time.